Okay, I have a question for everyone. Does anyone in this room know where the male G-spot is? Anybody?
Yeah.
Anyone? Where?
Everywhere.
Where?
Prostate.
The prostate? Okay, thanks. One of these days I'm gonna have the comedy guts to just stay gone. Yeah, no, it is. It's like 2 or 3 inches. Thank you. It is. It's like a male G-spot is 2 or 3 inches up the rectum. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? You know, if just one man in this room goes home with something to do, then this whole comedy show will have been worth it. But it's something that all kind of straight men like myself have to come to terms with because it's there, and it's like the butler in The Shining. I've always been here. That's what it is. It's just Mr. Grady, the butler. Every man has this little dead butler rooted inside them, inciting them to do weird shit they don't want to do, really. Maybe I need a good talking to, if I may be so bold, sir. Yeah, it's all Shining quotes. You are a married man, Mr. Grady? Alright, moving on swiftly. But no, I think it's a shame that conservative Christians can't make friends with the gay community, because the male G-spot would be a really good advertisement for intelligent design. You know, it shows that God was thinking of you, you know? He worked it into the code like a backdoor cheat in a video game. A lot of people like video games in this room. You know, or dick. Yeah, no, I think that's where homophobes get their hate from. They're just jealous that gay people leveled up, you know? They made it to the kill screen of life. And you can beat their score if you want, but you know what you have to do. And God famously created man in his own image, and if you follow that logic, that means that God enjoys a finger in the arse. That's in the Bible, okay? That's not controversial. They say on the 6th day God created man, and on the 7th day, none of your fucking business! Shut the door! But wouldn't it be great if it was a mistake, and God actually didn't know this about himself? You know, he made man in his own image, and then one day the angels came to him and said, you know, God, some of the men, some of the Adams, they're doing something against the grain, and they're having sex with each other in the butthole, Lord. And God's like, well, that shouldn't be true. I mean, there's no reason for them to. I have to go check something. Yeah, no, okay, I know, I see what's going on, right? We'll just tell them if they do it, they'll go to hell, and close the door. Condoms make me sad. I bought a lot of condoms, thank you. I bought a lot of condoms in my life, and they just sort of sit in a box under my bed, but they depress me because they're a perishable item. They don't go out of date, they expire, which means that I've had this conversation with myself. It's been so long since I had sex, my condoms died of old age. I was dating a girl a couple of years ago, and I once said to her, do you ever fantasize about me? Like, do you ever think about me when you're, you know? And she said, yeah, you know, sometimes, but I've never imagined you and me in a scenario in which we're not hobbits. And I was like, I'll take it, you know, that's fine. But I was kind of confused because my beard was really big at the time, so I was like, hobbits don't grow facial hair, Rider of Rohan would have killed you. And she said, Rohan? What is the house of Rohan but a thatched barn where brigands drink in the reek and the brats roll around on the floor with the dogs? All right, shit, doesn't make any difference to me, do we? Nice girl, we stayed in touch. If she ever wants a booty call, all she has to do is light the beacons. Depression. Depression is an interesting affliction. It's kind of like having gonorrhea, in that you wouldn't know that I've got it until I've ruined your life. Anybody here on antidepressants? Who's here on antidepressants? Yay! Bless you, whoever that was. All the rest of you, undiagnosed. That's cute. I hate it when people say, I don't think you really need antidepressants, I think you just do it for the attention. And I always say, well, I thought I took antidepressants so I could fart more often and cum never. But you're right, I thought we just do it for the mystique. Yeah, delayed ejaculation is a side effect of taking antidepressants. I discovered this particularly when I first started taking them. The only upside to this is that after years of trying to become a better feminist, I finally know what it's like to be a woman having to jack off some lazy, unappreciative piece of shit. I was once at a comedy show like this, and there was a girl on stage, and she did a joke about being on Prozac, and I thought she was kind of cute, and she was funny as well. So after the show, I went up to her and I said, "Hey, are you really on Prozac? Because I'm on sertraline." And she said, "Oh no, I was only joking." And I said, "Oh yeah, me too." We're both so funny. I'm just kidding, girl. She wasn't really that cute. I don't talk dirty during sex, mainly because I don't have time. No, that's a joke. I'm on antidepressants. But no. If you are, mainly the reason I don't like dirty talk is because if you are the type of girl to say something like, ram me hard like a dirty whore, then the response you're angling for probably isn't, "I can't! Please don't make me!" But I think I think the problem is that I'm too much of a writer. You need to be able to improvise to do dirty talk, and I'm just worried I'm going to embellish wrong. So, there's a way you can get away with it. Instead of trying to come up with something sexy, you can just describe what's happening, but I think I'd fuck that up as well. I'd just be like, yeah, my penis is connected to your vagina, and your vagina is connected to your pelvis, and your pelvis is connected to your spinal column. Never say spinal column in bed with a girl, okay? They don't like it. You may be able to get away with column, but spinal is way out. Also, it's very aggressive dirty talk. There's a lot of negativity, and I'm afraid she's going to say something like, "I'm a bad girl! Tell me I'm a bad girl, Steve!" And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, you are such disappointment."